Hi guys, I'm going to take a basic astrology workshop in Kolkata on 22nd and 23rd of September. You can see the link of the workshop or the pamphlet of the workshop in my Facebook page. The link is in the description section below. You can visit my Facebook page or my Instagram. You can view the image and the course description. A lot of basic topics will be covered there, and a printed material written by me will be shared to you. So if you're interested, do let me know. Do contact me at the below number. And also, the seats are limited to 10 to 12, so hurry. Also, the workshop is going to come in different cities. I have not planned that yet. I've also planned an online workshop, but I'm working on that. So a lot of workshops in future are tentative. I will surely share the time and date for those workshops soon. But for now, you have a workshop ready in Kolkata. So if you want to join, let me know. Now, this video, I will discuss more about few questions that you have asked. I have posted a comment on my Facebook page that if you have any questions, you can give me that questions, and I will take up those questions and answer in this video. So I have the list of questions with me, and I'm going to read it one by one. I will not be able to take up all these questions, but few of them I will take up and I will answer them as briefly as possible. So stay tuned guys, but before that, do not forget to hit subscribe and hit the bell icon. A lot of video series are about to come up soon. Venus in Libra and Jupiter transit to the sign of Scorpio, 11th of October 2018. That video is going to come soon. It's in progress, and I hope it will be there by 1 week or 7-8 days. So guys, do not forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon. The bell icon is important. Why? Because you will get notifications as soon as I upload the video, so that you do not miss any of my video. So I hope you will like and subscribe, and do comment your suggestions in the comment section below. And so let us proceed. So the first question is asked by Mr. Sanjay Soni, and the question is, what are the best books to learn predictions? In this case, I would tell you that there are actually no book that can actually make you read about predictions or make you understand how prediction can come true. Prediction is something which comes up through the human mind by adding up the building blocks of astrology, the basics and the fundamentals of astrology. You can make your fundamentals strong by brushing up through a lot of books, through videos, through self-study, through analysis, through study and rigorous research in the fields of astrology. Pick up an article, pick up a topic, pick up a nakshatra, and do all sorts of research on that. Now that is going to build up your basics, and once you have that basics strong, once you have that fundamental core built up in your mind, you can actually add them and then learn the prediction. How to predict, the art of prediction can come from that. There is no specific book I found that is going to be really helpful. Yes, you can take basic suggestions. There are a lot of books available, but to be a good astrologer, you have to apply your own sense of understanding of astrology. You have to correct yourself every time. You have to take your own examination. Take the horoscope of your relatives, take your own horoscope, take some horoscope of famous personality, try to predict something, and then cross-verify whether that is coming true or not. Now, this is the only way how you can learn predictions in the world of astrology. Practice, practice, and practice, along with loads of research. And for that, friend, you need a huge dedication towards astrology. Next question is asked by Astro Misty. Saturn and Mercury in 2nd, 6th, 8th and 12th differences, please. Now I am suppose this is a topic for a video, and I will be soon making a video of planets through different rashis, and I will be covering that. And then she also asked to do a career oriented videos, please. But for that career oriented video, watch my video. I will be soon uploading a series also for different bhavas, like what is the meaning of first bhav, second bhav, and once I reach the 10th bhav, the bhav of career, I will be taking up this question. Next question is asked by Debashrita Mishra Kumar. Jupiter Ketu conjunction in 12th house, what does this imply? Will this house yoga be activated only when the native leaves the material world and go to ashram or jungle? Okay. Jupiter is the planet of knowledge and Ketu is the Karaka of moksha. 12th house is the house of liberation. So Jupiter and Ketu in 12th house does not necessarily mean that you actually have to renounce everything to get the knowledge. There is always a middle path, there is always an understanding. Remember, 12th house in the Kalpurush is also ruled by Jupiter. So if you are in your own home, why are you going to leave? See the basic, see how beautiful the astrology explains the fundamental principles of life. 12th house, which is the house of Karak of Moksha, is actually owned by Jupiter, Pisces. When you go in your own home, do you renounce or do you get relaxed? Now that's Jupiter's own home. This means that's the realm of Jupiter. So when Jupiter and Ketu goes in 12th house, it gives you the opportunity to understand about the basic principles of moksha, to actually propel your soul towards the development, spiritual development, and then proceed on the path of spirituality. This is a very spiritual combination. But do you really need to go to jungle? Now, friends, this ashram and jungle concept, I would say, this is my personal opinion, that it may or may not apply in the present Kali Yuga. It's all about knowledge, and how do you apply that knowledge in your life. You can do it from the comfort of your room, you can do it through an ashram, through a jungle, wherever you find peace of mind. But going to an ashram or a jungle will activate this yoga. That's not true. This yoga will get activated once you start your journey towards the path of spirituality. Jupiter is knowledge and Ketu is moksha. This also means that you have to actually learn the truth of moksha. Remember, Ketu is past life karma and Ketu is completed karma. So if Jupiter and Ketu is like completion of karma throughout the knowledge, this means maybe in this birth you are going to actually understand the real meaning of moksha, which may not be the same as what we hear. There are different levels of understanding of a subject, and on the top the understanding becomes extremely different, and that becomes contradictory to what we know. This combination, Jupiter and Ketu, when goes in the 12th house, gives you the opportunity to understand the real definition of moksha. And this does not mean that this will be only activated once you leave or renounce the house. Remember one thing, this is a karma yuga. This is the karma bhumi, and if you renounce karma, then you are not going to land anywhere. You are swimming, this is the ocean, and if you stop swimming, you will drown. That's for sure. If nothing is promised, drowning is promised if you stop the karma. So if you are believing that without doing karma you are actually going to go out of this universe, go out of this birth and life cycle, that's never going to happen. Because to reach the shore, you have to swim. So swimming is mandatory. How you swim depends where you go. So if you are swimming with the stream, you are never going to be on the shore. If you are swimming inside the water, you have no idea where you are going. So you have to swim with your head outside water so that you can see where you are going. But nevertheless, you have to swim. So it's better that you enjoy the swimming with your head above the water. The next question has been asked by Bijal Gohil. Please talk about Dusthana houses more. Dusthana houses in astrology are 6, 8 and 12 houses. Now why they are called Dusthana houses? Because 6th house is the house of disease, loan, litigations. 8th house is the house of death, sudden events, surprise events, sudden ups and downs in life, occult sciences, supernatural things which are not belonging to this world, something which is deeply hidden, treasures. And what about the 12th house? 12th house is the house of moksha, 12th house is the house of liberation, 12th house is the house of losses, confinement, asylum, hospitalization, all these things. Why are these said to be Dusthana houses? Because of these properties of these 3 houses. And are they really Dusthana? In astrology, 6, 8 and 12 are not merely houses. This also indicates Virgo, Scorpio and Pisces. This also indicates 6th from any planet. This also indicates 8th from any Rashi. This also indicates 12th from any planet or Rashi. So basically, if you think it from an advanced astrology, I don't know if you're getting, that's fine. If you don't get it, do let me know. I'm just putting forward a highly advanced and evolved point of view from astrology. Every house is 6th from some house, 8th from some house and 12th from some house. Each and every house. And each and every planet will be 6th from something, 8th from something and 12th from something. That means through all the 12 houses, all the 9 planets, all the 12 Rashis are Dusthana. Just in your horoscope from ascendant, if you take 6, 8 and 12, that holds more prominence because that is the core area of that Dusthana. So if you are fearful about this Dusthana houses thing, don't be, because there is no need to be fearful from Dusthana. And it is because if you say 6th house is also house of service, house of job, career. 8th house is also the house of astrology, house of insurance, house of taxation, house of secret services. So something good is related. And 12th house is also the house of foreign land. 12th house is also the house of liberation. 12th house is also house of change of identity. So all these things have these positive and the negative colorations. We just understand that 6, 8 and 12 holds a slight malefic potential than other houses. So we say that they are Dusthana houses, but nothing to be fear about. To actually assess the position of Dusthana houses and how it is behaving, one has to see the personal horoscope, because it cannot be discussed as good in the video as it can be said through personal astrology, because I will be able to see the horoscope and I will be able to assess how it is actually working. Next question is asked by Nairita. Why is Shukracharya or Venus said to be the epitome of wealth, luxury, beauty, sexuality, sensuality and everything related to the finer things in life? Shukracharya is the greatest of gurus, even more than Brihaspati, because of Lord Shiva's boon. So why he is associated with beauty? Okay, this answer has to be seen or given from a very spiritual perspective and not from a highly astrological perspective. See, astrology is nothing but a branch of spirituality. Astrology is spirituality, or you can say a mathematical spirituality. When you decode spirituality or spiritual sciences through mathematics, astrology comes out. Shukracharya is said to be Daitya Guru. Now, Daitya Guru means the guru of demons, the teacher of demons, or demonic activity or demonic thought process. But what we see? Luxury, beauty, wealth. We talk about money, we talk about beauty of a person. Which beauty? Physical beauty. We talk about sensuality, sexual pleasures. We talk about finer things in life. And what do you mean by finer things? Is it fine dining, a good car, a good home, luxurious life, famous, a prominent personality? Remember, whatever you have any of this, if you have any of this, you are going to be in this world for 70, 80 or 90, or say, if you are too lucky, 100 years. That's as long as you will have all these things. You will die again. There will be again a recalculation of your current life karma. Another horoscope will be decided that, okay, this person has done this kind of karma. So according to his karma, this should be the effect, and therefore with the effect, this will be the planetary position. When is that planetary position falling? Okay, this planetary position is falling 70 years from now. He will take a birth, this soul will take a birth again in this location, in this coordinates 70 years from now at this point. Because when the soul takes birth, that will be the horoscope. That's how the horoscope mathematical equilibrium is maintained. But among all this life and birth cycle, it's about soul evolution. How we transcend ourselves from lower vibrations to higher vibration. How we transcend ourselves from Mooladhara Chakra to Sahasrara Chakra. This is all about the birth, the soul that is inside the body, so that we can do some karma. Energy cannot do anything. We inside this body manifest this energy, manifest this body, so that we can do something. We can act physical in the 3 dimensions, and therefore with these actions we can actually purify our soul. And in this case, Venus represents anything that is there to bind us into the world of materialism. Now that makes sense, because if I put you in this body, if I put a soul in this body, I just don't want that soul to leave this body without learning anything. So Venus has to be something which should be very attractive, very beautiful, because if that is not attractive, that is not beautiful, why will you stay? Why will you stay in a store where you find dirty clothes? You will why do you buy a luxurious phone? Why do you buy flagship phones? Because they look smart, they are very elegant in hand. Why people wear jewelry? Because to look beautiful. And therefore Venus, who is the guru of Daitya, symbolizes that. So does it mean that these are demonic things? No, but from spiritual perspective, these things are those areas that take away the spirituality from you and makes you run more towards them. And that is the purpose of Guru. And therefore Shukracharya is there to balance what Brihaspati do. So it's not wise to say whether Shukracharya or Brihaspati are basically one is greater or one is smaller. No, they are basically the same energy seen from 2 different perspectives. One is seen from the Deva perspective, that is from the spiritual perspective. and one is seen from the Danavi perspective, that is from the materialistic perspective. So Shukracharya or Shukra, Venus, is the material manifestation of your horoscope. And that is why it represents marriage, it represents material things. It does not represent spirituality at all. But remember one thing. Astrology also says that Venus actually gets exalted in the 12th house. So you will be at your ultimate pleasure if you renounce properties of Venus and find the beauty within rather than outside. So you have to lose your identity. 12th house, 12th from 1st house, losing the identity. So you have to lose the identity in order to attain the real spiritual happiness. So Venus actually represents happiness, but that's again a kind of saying that we have to move from the demonic properties of life to the godly properties of life, from the negative energy to the positive energy. But again, the balance is needed, and that is why Jupiter was there for good. So a counterbalancing Venus has been created to just balance the forces so that universe remain at equilibrium. So there is nothing to be very specific. Now what I have explained is through the perspective of spirituality, and this question which you have asked can only be answered through spirituality. Now the next question is asked by Anand Singh Thakur: how to predict results of Pap Kartari? First of all, you have to understand what Pap Kartari is. Pap Kartari means a planet which is hemmed between two negative malefic planets. But how malefic they are has to be seen. For example, one is Rahu and one is Saturn, and Moon sits in between. Then Moon gets hemmed between Rahu and Saturn, and thus therefore it becomes a Pap Kartari. Now Pap Kartari simply means that the planet is feeling the negative vibration from the house ahead and the house behind. Now the Pap Kartari means that the planet is feeling the negative vibration from the house ahead and the house behind, and this holds significance in cases where the planet is very soft like Venus, Moon, because Pap Kartari actually can stop or obstruct the energy of the planet to work with full potential. It does not allow the energy to flow properly. Because suppose you are in a house and there is going to be a malefic person standing outside house, and there is a malefic person behind the house, so it's like you are trapped. So that trapped kind of feeling the planet happens. So if you want to predict the result of Pap Kartari, you have to consider the trapping event of the planet and how the planet will feel when it is trapped. The nakshatra matters, the rashi matter, the conjunction matter, the aspect matters. A lot of things actually matter in this case. Sudarshan has asked this question: what is Herschel and Neptune? If they are not the part of Vedic astrology, many software practitioners predict them. Okay. Vedic astrology is based on one simple principle: the planets that you can see through naked eyes. And the planet that you can see through naked eyes reaches as far as Saturn, and you cannot see any other planet through your naked eyes. And that is why no other planet has been taken a part of Vedic astrology. I have no idea why Herschel and Neptune is being taken into the Vedic astrology practice, but as per Parashar and Bhrigu, the 9 planets are Sun, Moon, Mars, Jupiter, Venus, Mercury, Saturn, Rahu and Ketu. These are the 9 planets that consider the world, that forms the building blocks of fundamental principles of astrology, Vedic astrology to be precise. Then Karan has asked that can we know the rough age of person through astrology? Actually, yes, you can, but it is not advisable because age is a matter of 8th house. Now, let me explain a bit of 8th house. I will surely hold a workshop for the 8th house soon. That will be an online workshop. I hope I will just follow my Facebook page or my Instagram. The link is in the description section below, and you will get to know about the date and timings of my online workshop. That will be a workshop on the 8th house. Now age and matters of longevity falls in the 8th house, and 8th house is the house of surprise. So remember, for example, your friend is about to give you a surprise, and your other friend tells you, okay, you are supposed to get this. That's no longer a surprise, and the horoscope has a weird way of working. In astrology, if the surprise has to come, the surprise has to come. So if somebody tells you that surprise, it will never be that surprise, and so another event will come. So it's like you are actually not going to get what you were supposed to get. You are now getting something else because you actually created a branch in that space-time curve, and now you are moving into a different future altogether because you diverted that yourself. You change your future just by knowing something from the 8th house. So it is forbidden. You should not share, or you should not even try to understand what the age is because longevity is something which is related to 8th house. Let it be a surprise. That's my personal take. Now, Rachit has asked true or mean degree of nodes. Now, that is a very difficult question every astrologer faces throughout the world, whether to take true degree of nodes and mean degree of nodes. Now, what is true and mean degree? Now, what is node? First of all, you have to understand node means Rahu and Ketu. They are mathematical points. What happens that if the Earth's axis of revolution and the Moon axis of revolution basically coincides at 2 points. One, when the progression is towards the north, it is called north node. When the progression is towards the south, it is called south node. Now, these points wobble a lot to some extent, say from few minutes to a degree or two. Now, once these points wobble, you actually take either true node, that means exact position of Rahu and Ketu at that particular date and time, or you take mean nodes. Mean means it will have a mean average, and that mean is it's a kind of an average, it's a mathematical mean throughout the year. There is a contradiction. Few people take true node, few people take mean nodes. Now, to me, taking mean node is a better option because you actually don't really understand where the true node lies, because there will be some or the other error coming up in the calculation, and if a slightest of error is there, the position of Rahu Ketu may change, the degree may change. So it's always advisable to take mean node. And yes, if you are taking a mean node and Rahu or Ketu falls on the borderline, say within 1 degree of either of the Rashi, then that means you have to consider both the Rashi. That's a tip. Jatinder has asked mapping of planet qualities supporting nakshatra. Now that obviously need another video session, a planet through nakshatra series. Stay tuned and hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon. A lot of videos are coming soon. I hope you will like this video, and if you like, do like and subscribe and share among your social media so that this knowledge of astrology spreads out. And signing off. Thank you.